This Glow CPD TV session is designed to provide an overview of Stages 2 and 3 phonics materials. Further guidance can be found in booklets 2 and 2A of the Stages 2 and 3 pack. Active Literacy Stages 2 and 3 continues to promote the teaching of phonics in an integrated and interactive way. It continues to develop the multi-sensory approach that is firmly established in Active Literacy Stage 1. Context-based practical activities encourage pupils to use their phonological awareness, their knowledge of letters, and their ability to recognise letter shapes and patterns in order to create their own written pieces. Day 1 through to Day 4, phonics sessions are planned to last approximately 25 minutes. Spelling is allocated a total of 10 minutes each day from Day 1 to Day 4 inclusive, with a 10-minute dictation activity on Day 5. Further information on spelling at Stages 2 and 3 can be found on Glow CPD TV also. In Stages 2 and 3, there is one phoneme a week to be taught alongside 4 common words. The Active Literacy Pack suggests an order for teaching phonemes that promotes active learning. Formative assessment becomes embedded into the Active Literacy phoneme lessons and tasks. Pupils are taught and encouraged to work independently and collaboratively. Resources used in the programme include 35 magnetic letters with accompanying groups of alphabet letters, a list of phoneme words, phoneme word makers for homework, and phoneme stories. The 4-day strategy comprises of a whole class lesson and paired tasks which last for approximately 25 minutes each day for 3 days, followed by phoneme word cards and paired dictation on the 4th day. On days 1 to 3, the teacher involves the children in a whole class lesson that focuses on the taught phoneme. At the beginning of the lesson, the teacher will gather the children together and share the learning intention. They will then introduce the new phoneme through a story context. The new phoneme will be displayed on the teacher's board. The phoneme story is read together. The teacher will write the phoneme on his or her board. The children join the teacher in tracing the phoneme in the air, on their hand, on the floor, or on their partner's back. Each pupil then writes the phoneme on their board and the teacher reinforces the letter formation. The children repeat the sound and then say it to their partner. The teacher will ask the pupils to listen to the sounds within the words. The teacher will bring down each letter or sound in turn, pushing the letters together and reading the word as it is made. The pupils will then copy the teacher modelling. The teacher asks the pupils to select the correct phoneme and bring down the other letters needed to make the word. This is called the 5-finger strategy, and it begins with Stage 1, which is say the word. So, for example, in this picture, you can see train. Throughout the activity, pupils will become familiar with this 5-finger strategy. The second part is make-break, where the children will choose the letters that they need to make the word. So, for example, this one is train. They will make the word train, and then separate and sound out the t, r, a, n, and then put them back together again. Part 3 is called blending, and this is where the child will run their finger underneath the word, saying the word. Part 4 is where the child will read the word. And finally, the 5th part, the child will cover the word over and then write the word. This is part 2 of the lesson that occurs on days 1, 2 and 3. In addition to the resources identified on day 1, each pair would now need a timer and a small jotter or a whiteboard. Pupils will return to their desks where they'll have their timer and work with their partner to make as many words as they can. Each partner will take on the role of word reader or word maker. Pupils will alternate the 2 roles. Each partner should read between 3 and 6 words depending on individual competence in speed and accuracy. Paired work using magnetic letters. Both pupils will have had experience in this part of the lesson of reading words from the list, making, checking, covering, writing and checking the words again. Pupils should be more able to read, make and write an increasing number of words with confidence, speed and accuracy. During this part of the lesson, the teacher will circulate amongst the pairs and provide praise and support. Part 3 of the lesson. This involves paired work, sentence building or partner dictation. The teacher will invite the pupils to the teaching area again. This time they do not use their magnetic boards. They will have a whiteboard, a pen and a rubber between the pair. The teacher models and discusses how sentences can be made. This is done using one or two of the words that contain the taught phoneme to create 2 or 3 simple sentences. Children return to their own desks and are asked to create their own sentence which contain one or more of the words they have been made using the phonemes. After both pupils have spoken their sentences, they are asked to write their sentences, focusing on specific targets. Both pupils should write one sentence each and then display and share their writing with another pair. The teacher will select different pupils each day to read their writing to the class. Day 4. Each pair should have a laminated L-Conin box sheet, a pen, a rubber and a phonic word list and sentence for dictation. The first task is the whole class will be together and the teacher will model. As a short class focus, the teacher demonstrates the words and the phonics or phonemes are sounded out and recorded in the L-Conin boxes. After the teacher has provided a short demonstration, pupils collaboratively have an opportunity to record their words on the laminated L-Conin box sheet. Groups will hold up their sheets to check their answers. Task 2 involves reciprocal teaching, partner word building. Independently, one partner takes the phonics list and is the reader or the caller, while the other pupil has the laminated L-Conin box sheet and becomes the maker or the writer of the words called out. The writer has to remember that one box is for one phoneme. The caller will then mark the writer's work and give immediate feedback, making any corrections. Pupils then alternate the role and the maker-writer becomes the reader or caller, while the other pupils then becomes the maker or writer. Task 3 is reciprocal teaching partner dictation. This last task should involve both children making up their own sentences with some of the phoneme words taught that week. Each partner takes a turn to be the reader of the sentence, while the other partner is the writer. Pupils then alternate the roles. Collaboratively, they will both make the dictated sentences. The weekly sentences can be written with felt pens or pencil, but evidence of the work should be kept to demonstrate pupil progress.